Hello, everybody. So, I wrote on my blog the other day and also posted online about how our root energy centers are evolving as the energy on this planet evolves, and as the world around us and within us continues in many ways to dramatically shift. So if you want to reference that article that I wrote, you can check that out on my blog at krista-mitchell.com. But in tandem with that article, I felt it might be helpful for those of you for whom this resonated to share a simple meditation you can do with stones that are really calling to us right now to help us consciously and actively engage with earth energy, with the planetary energy, in order to help bring our root centers into greater balance, into greater alignment, which then in turn helps bring us into a greater place of sovereignty, a greater place of empowerment. And a place from which we can confidently begin to navigate the world, navigate our lives in new ways, especially as we also continue to spiritually grow and evolve. So I suggested a number of crystals in that article, that these are just stones that are calling to me, that are sharing these teachings, that are sharing this energy. Those stones included magnetite, healer's gold, as well as pneumite, smoky amethyst. What else was on there? Black tourmaline, the obsidians. And again, you can go to the article. I'll link it in my description, and you can see photos of these crystals and different crystals that may call to you, that may resonate. I can add to that list mookaite jasper, especially for those of you who feel like you need to find your rhythm again. You need to find your rhythm. You need to find your flow. Mookaite again helps you connect with that earth energy, the rhythms and cycles of the planet upon which we live and from which we have, come into embodied incarnation, in order to help you come into that place of feeling stable, feeling in your flow again. But you can hold, I recommend that you hold one each of these stones in your hands. Oh yes, another one was black androdite garnet, Morion or Morion quartz. I've heard it pronounced in different ways. The quartz itself doesn't really care, but it helps us humans to identify it. But if you hold one in each hand, and then also with your feet, if you can sit on your bum, sit on your rump, and bend your knees so that the soles of your feet are touching or connecting. By holding a stone in each hand and then having our feet connect, the soles of our feet connect, we're creating an energy circuit, we're creating an energy cycle that we're then going to deepen down into earth energy and consciousness. So sit with the soles of your feet touching together, the stones in your hands, and close your eyes. And take a couple of deep breaths, but don't force them. Don't force them down into the belly. That creates tension. Just invite life-giving force or spirit in on each breath, filling your lungs fully, allowing the diaphragm to respond naturally, and then releasing on the exhalation. And with each exhalation, allow that exhalation to drop or slowly sink your awareness, your consciousness down into the center of your body. And all of us may locate or feel that area a little differently. Most people tend to find it's somewhere between their lower abdomen, their gut area, up to somewhere just below the heart. And for some, you may have felt it in one place and then recently it's shifted. That's been happening a lot as well. But just breathing down into your core, your center, your inner self. For me, in my system of belief, I refer to this as my soul center. And as I teach my students, both in the Lightwalker and Pro Crystal Healer programs, this is a place of our sovereignty. This is a place of intimate and also universal connection. So dropping into your soul center and allowing yourself to settle there. Even if you're not sure where it is in your body, just go to where you imagine it would be. And any time your consciousness, your energy wants to float back up into your mind, just take a breath. And on the exhalation, imagine that your awareness is almost like a balloon and you're letting air out of the balloon, or helium. And as you do, it's sinking back down into your center. And now it's time to begin to consciously connect with your stones. So bring your awareness to your first stone, whichever stone you're holding in your receptive hand, which is your non-dominant hand. If you're ambidextrous, you get to choose. And bring your conscious awareness to that stone. And greet that stone with your awareness. Greet its energy, its spirit, its consciousness. And invite in its flow. This is why it's always important to work with crystals that have been cleared. And if you have a sensory awareness of crystal energy, feel where that flows in your body. And if you don't, trust that it's flowing where it needs to, even if you feel or experience nothing. And now bring your awareness to the second crystal or stone in your dominant hand. Invite its energy, its spirit, its consciousness. Allow it to flow in. Greet it with joy. And the energy from these stones that I've listed on my blog, they will automatically begin to create a channel of energy, a cycle of energy, deep down into the planet's energy field. We think of our planet as being a solid because this is how we experience it. But as all things are energy, our planet too is energy. And energy is light codes, energy is spirit, energy is consciousness, as well as that which forms matter. So allowing this energy channel, this circuit, this cycle to drop deep into the Earth's energy field. And again, if you have sensory awareness of your body, your own energy, if you tune into that, you may feel very grounded, very electrified, magnetic, energized. There's no need to consciously or actively try to ground in that experience that we refer to as grounding. This is happening naturally. So pay attention to how your body's feeling. Maybe you feel like your vibration is increasing. Maybe there's some tingling. And notice if you've become very powerfully present. This is also a space in which our intuition becomes heightened. Our ability to manifest and co-create with consciousness is heightened. And bring your conscious awareness now to the spirit and consciousness of the planet, of Earth, of the Great Mother or Gaia, if that resonates for your system of belief. If you wish, greet the spirit and consciousness of the earth. Some of you may notice that there's light even in the deepest parts of the earth's energy field. Part of the teachings we're receiving from the stones at this time is that there's no separation except that which we perceive in our minds. See if you can feel or connect with that sense of oneness with the earth's energy. And in tandem with that is another teaching coming through from the stones, which is in channeling or connecting with these different frequencies of energy, codes of light. We are becoming or allowing ourselves to be active, conscious parts of energy experiencing itself. And you may wish to tune into how you're feeling emotionally in this moment. And so the message from the stones for you is that in any time that you feel shaken, lost, insecure, fearful, weak, exhausted, disempowered, or unsure of yourself, take a moment to engage in this work with your stones to create this circuit, this channel, and participate in this exchange of energy or conscious experience of the energy that you already are and are connected with and are. And this will pull you out of your mind, out of your conditioned mind, the trappings of the ego, if that resonates for your system of belief, out of a place of fear, and back into your sovereignty and power. So now you can stay in this conscious connection if you wish, or you can allow your awareness to float back to your center and give thanks to the spirit and consciousness of this earth, this cradle of life, and giver of sweet, sweet abundance. You can take a moment, if you wish, to thank your stones, the spirit and consciousness and energy of your stones, your teachers, your healers, your allies, your friends. And then take a deep breath and come back to this present moment. To this space. And take a second deep breath, embodying that energy into every cell of your being, allowing yourself to relax a little more deeply. And whenever you feel ready, you can open your eyes. And so, if that was of service to you, please take that blessing with you in your practice, on your path, in your process going forward. And for those of you who wish to go deeper and get into even more healing work with the stones, my Pro Crystal Healer program is opening for enrollment in June, and my Lightwalker program will be opening back up in the fall. So I thank you for holding space for this work, and I wish you a blessed and beautiful day.